Hey guys, Vilisink back again with Raid Shadow Legends, and as you know, there was a nerf to Uragrim, a quite significant one. It changes him from S tier, God tier to basically just a run-of-the-mill epic that has a pretty cool move, and part of me definitely thinks that kind of Playdom knew what they were doing here. So we have this champion, he's really good, and we know he's good. And yes, they always kind of nerf champions. I don't believe they should. They should just make other champions slightly better. But the events leading up to the nerf, they're just extremely suspicious. So we have Plarium, we have them, and they always do it. They release a champion and they either get a buff or they get a nerf. It happens. Yes, I kind of get that part. But we have Eurogrim. He comes out, everybody loves him. Everybody knows he's kind of overpowered. And we all know that is they're on the test server, CCs are making videos, and then because this champion kind of takes off now, remember they're getting publicity from this. People are making videos off their own back. You then decide, let's have like a 2x on voids for Eurogrim. Now what does that equate for to us? Just the chance to maybe get Eurogrim. It's slightly increased. And there's people that spend a lot of money. People spend a lot of money to get this champion right here. You have no idea. So you know you have this event. So 2x or 10x. There was multiple events. Keep in mind where you had the chance to get this champion. So you're fishing them out. People are buying shards. You're making millions. Let's not lie. If you have millions of players and you have a big income from this game, then millions of players must spend money. If 1 million players spend $200, it's 200 million. That's enough. You know what I mean? So you do that, you fish him out, you leave the champion as he is after that event, and then there's multiple other events. Now, it just seems like you kind of knew what you were doing. It's so suspicious. You absolutely knew what you were doing. Because how it looks is you gave us a new champion, you kind of twisted people's arms into spending money for him, and then you decided, yeah, we're going to nerf him now. Kind of suspicious because a lot of people take this game seriously. Time away from family, friends, I mean, that's money, that's their life, that's resources, that's everything. And then you decide to nerf him, and it's not just a small nerf, it's a pretty significant nerf. Now, just now, if you look at his kit, he attacks he attacks one enemy 3 times. Not necessarily the most overpowered move to start with, but it's now going down to a 2-hitter. Which for me takes away a bit of the fun, because this is just such a cool move. Even though it's an A1, it's really cool. Tingly Tincture, not the same as Bad Owls. This just removes debuffs. Gives a heal. Bizarre Vapors. This was a 5-turn cooldown unbooked. It's now going up to a 6-turn cooldown, which is ridiculous. You're now increasing the cooldown, which means you're probably going to throw another book in there. So there's going to be 3 books needed for this champion. Let's keep that in mind. And it also says places. So it's a 6-turn cooldown. We're now getting not 3 poisons, we're getting 2 poisons. Places 2 poison debuffs. So again, less powerful, less fun. They've now, instead of placing 2 continuous heal buffs, we place 1. So that carry that we had, that sustain that we had, we're now getting 1 continuous heal buff. So going from like a 3-turn fully booked, 5-turn unbooked move, it's a 6-turn move with less poisons, less continuous heals, and you've kind of destroyed the A1 a little bit by taking 1 away from there. So you've severely nerfed this guy. Like, you could, even if you left everything the way it was, You put this to a 6-turn cooldown, but you left the 3 poisons, you left the continuous heals, and you left this move because Nethril effectively has the same move. He has the chance to apply poison, but I think the chance is a bit higher. Look at Nethril's A1. 30% chance of placing for 2 turns. Percent chance here. So to nerf this move is just kind of stupid if it loads up, because it's 25% chance to land a poison for 2 turns. So it's not as good, it's worse, and you've been nerfed that. The aura is nice, yes, but that's not just a consolation prize. You know what you were doing, people, and you know people are spending money. You people know the player base will go after this champion. They're going to spend money. There's a lot of shard pool videos. There was people popping 250 shards, 300 shards. There was packs that were like 50, 60 bucks for shards. One of the deals I got was like 7 voids for like 50 quid with some potions. And there's a very small amount of players in this game that don't spend money. There's a big percentage of players that do. So for the whales, you got them to spend money, and then you nerf them. And when it comes to like free to play and stuff, you're nerfing them. So instead of getting past the Dragon 15 and up to Dragon 18, they're now going to be maybe stuck on Dragon 14. They now might not get past Ice Golem 17 because you've just nerfed them. He was a progression champ. He was a fun champ. Was he a bit overpowered? Yes, but you release him very quickly. You have 2x events, 10x events, you have summoning events, everybody spending money, and then straight away you nerf him. See, that's just kind of bullshit. Now let's go on to something else that I don't like. I used 2 books on there. How many books did I put here? So that's 7 books now. I used 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 books. How many players now are short 13 books? People that put me to this champion. I could have finished off Faceless, I could have finished off several epic champions, but I decided, because I'd saved up CVC, let's book Eurogrim. It was blatant playroom. You knew people were going to spend money to buy shards, you knew what you were doing. In a company like yours, there is no way devs just make a champion and add that champion, and then a few months later you go, oh shit, he's really good, we need to nerf him. He was never meant to be released in this way. Well, clearly somebody in your company that's signing this off knows how good he is. You're making the kits. So you know what you were doing. You got folk to spend money. They spent money on shards and deals. Not only with shards though, they had to use energy to get potions and books. 13 books to book somebody that now is somebody I would not have booked him straight away for sure. But 13 books could have done other champions. I have other champions 1 or 2 books short. So on top of the time, on top of the money, on top of the books, they got potions to send them. Playroom knew what they were doing. They were after a cash grab. This is my opinion on it. They were after a cash grab. It was a money making thing. They released a champion. It got signed off by somebody. So it's really unlikely that, oh, we just never noticed he was that good. Bullshit. Seems very blatant, very quick within each other to kind of just have all these events. People are spending a lot of money to get this dude, and so on. There's a lot of hype about him and stuff, and then you nerf him after people have spent money, time, effort, energy, brews. 13 books. Let's keep the number 13 in mind. It's a lot of books. If somebody is not spending money and they've got 13 books, put them into Eurogrim or potentially book 2, or finish off a couple of champions. It's a big thing because that 13 books don't come back too fast. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave it here because you kind of know that this sucks. I want to know the take that you guys have on it, because I've been thinking about it, and if this guy is as crap as I think he's going to be, I'm going to feed him. You'll see a video where I feed him into a champion. So down below, stick your thoughts on it. Because did you go for Eurogrim? Have you used books on him that are now kind of redundant? Did you spend money? How many shards did you pull? So this to me, it seems kind of very blatant, and it seems kind of as if they know what they were doing. It's just a series of events that I don't like. I'm not sure how many other people like it either. But we'll leave the rant there. Appreciate you guys listening. Let me know what you think down below. Stay safe, keep on raiding, and I'll see you next time.